An IPR or an intellectual property right is a set of rights that come out of the creations of mind. For instance, inventions are protected by means of patents, literary and artistic works are protected by the copyright regime, and names that we often use in trade and businesses are protected by the trademark regime. Patents offer an exclusive monopoly right. This right is conferred by the government and it is for a period of 20 years from the date of application. The exclusive right pertains to the right to make, sell, use, offer for sale or import the invention. In the case of patent rights, you need to go through a process of registration. Now, the process of registration starts with a person filing a patent application before the patent office and the patent office scrutinizing the application for certain checks, and later on the patent office granting this application into a granted patent. This process, the application goes from a formal application and it materializes into a grant, is what we call patent prosecution. The life of a patent is actually between these 2 points. It is between TA and TE. From the day you apply the patent, that is from TA, up until TG, that is the time for the grant, on an average 3 to 6 years for it to get granted. From TG to TE, that is soon after the patent is granted by the patent office, the patent has its remaining life, and this time period is what we call the time in which a patent is enforced. Patent enforcement happens between TG and TE. The events that happen between the timeline between TA and TG normally happens at the patent office, and the events that happen between TG and TE, that is the time of grant and time of expiry, could happen before the district court, before the high court or before the IPAB. The 1970 Act was after India became a member of the World Trade Organization in 1995. The Act came to be amended 3 times, in 1999, in 2002 and in 2005. The Patents Act comprises of sections from 1 to 162. As we mentioned, Act is a creation of a parliament. It takes its life in the form of a bill. The bill is presented before a house, then it moves to the other house, and later it receives the presidential assent. The basic unit of the rules are the rules themselves. You have 139 rules in the Patent Rules 2003, and we have 5 schedules. The Patents Act also has one schedule, but that one schedule refers to the amendments to the Indian Patents and Designs Act 1911. Form 1 is the form that is used for filing the patent application itself, where you have details about inventors, about the applicant, about the filing requirements, the capacity in which the applicant is filing, about the type of application, the mode in which the application is filed, and the fees that is to be paid, so on and so forth. The Form 1 will have all the administrative details about the invention. Section 9 talks about 2 types of patent specification, provisional and complete, and you use the same form for provisional and for complete. So when you look at Form 2, Form 2 is titled Provisional/Complete Specification. Now Section 9(1) tells that where an application for a patent, not being a convention application or a PCT application, those are international applications, so this provision excludes international application, is accompanied by a provisional specification, a complete specification shall be filed within 12 months from the date of filing the application. So it says if a provisional is filed, within 12 months a complete has to be filed, and if the complete is not filed, the application shall be deemed to be abandoned. Now this is a phrase which you need to understand, because this phrase appears in other parts of the Act, and there is also a parallel phrase which is called deemed to be withdrawn. Deemed to be abandoned is a phrase which we will understand as the patent application expiring because of the inaction of the applicant. What you have here is patent that is filed before the United States Patent Office. You will find these numbers next to United States 19, 12, then there is 10, 43, all in brackets, 54, 76. So code 76 will be for the inventor's name. Code 22 will be for the date on which it is filed. Then code 57 will be for the abstract. Publication date 43. You quickly see the code and you will know that that is the publication date. The inventor's name, application number, the date on which it was filed, the classification, the title, patent office in which it is filed. You will also see a barcode, which is for administrative purposes. The US office has also given a barcode. Now you find the abstract also. This is the abstract. Now let's see what else is contained in the patent specification. For most mechanical devices, you will find drawings. Now here is a drawing. Note this number US 201200935662A1, and you can search it on Google, google.com/patents, which is the patent database search for provided by Google, or you could go to the US Patent Office website and you can search for these numbers, and the numbers will throw up these documents.